Hi, MW here. Welcome to my channel and my home. I will show you what I've done with my living room area and my dining room area. It's an open concept. So this is what I've done. I've chosen the colors that I was interested in using after Christmas. See the butterfly pillow that has the various colors in it and the beautiful pillows on either side I got from Colonial Williamsburg during the holidays. It is a wonderful place to visit. Over here, you will see my love seat, which is wicker, and you will see the pillow in that rich pink that I've chosen. And this is my table that I'm using, which is an ottoman that I've chose to use, and it's nice and long, and I can put pillows and different things at the bottom. And over here, you will see the chair that inspired the color choices that I chose to use in my home. These chairs, I have two. One is here in the living room area, and the other one will be in the dining room area. Okay, let me back up and show you the rugs that I chose to use in this area. As you can see, you see the top one with all of those colors that's tied into the room. It makes a huge difference. Over here, this is what I've done for the back of my couch. As you can see, the various colors and design that I chose to use. And it was those colors that I used for Christmas on my Christmas tree ornament. And it's just beautiful. I wanted you to be able to see and appreciate the different colors and how it blends so beautifully together. This is my window treatment that's in the living room. And I will show you the treatments that I use in the dining room where you can see what I have done to tie the colors together. Okay, this is what I've done, and it's really very nice and beautiful for what I want to use in these two rooms or two areas. And before I get to the dining room area, I'd like to show you my fireplace, which is in between the living room area and the fireplace area. The screen that I've chosen at the very top has those various colors within the screen, the different blues, which I've gotten this beautiful lamp from Colonial Williamsburg. When I go, I like to make sure that I can take and purchase some of history to bring home. Everyone should be happy and want to go to Williamsburg at least one time. It has such beautiful history that I think everyone desire and should see what's left there from the early time of our country. And here is the dining room table. Now, these are the colors that I have chosen for my dining room chair. And the fabric you see on The base of the chair, it too came from Williamsburg. It is beautiful stuff that they have there, things that you will never be able to get precisely as to what they have. Over here is my dining room window treatment. As you can see, it's the same as that in the living room area. These are some of the colors that I've chosen, and you will see it throughout. One other thing I'd like to show you is that how I arrange my napkin holders. And I like having variation. Make sure that it has a good balance throughout. This one here is just a beautiful one that I've chosen to use. And over on this side here, you will see the other one. This is the one that I chose to use. So you will see a variation in the napkin holes. You want something that's going to pull your eyes and bring it down, and you have a wonderful conversation with the various things that you may see. I have coffee cups that I placed on my table because when a person comes and have a wonderful meal, sometimes they like to have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. So I chose these beautiful coffee cup, and they vary in the design wise. Over here, you see this one. This one is different from the one you have just seen. So those are the type of variations I'm talking about, so that your eyes will find something to view as it goes around the table. It will start conversation on certain things that I've chosen. And over here, as you can see, this beautiful ginger jar on the table. And as I said before, I'm real big into making sure that I have variations of things so that it become interesting to a person and not to make them so tired of what they see around the table. Anything at this table can strike up a conversation about these beautiful plate mats that I've gotten from Mackenzie Childs from my beautiful daughter. These are things that I knew would coincide with the color scheme that I already had. And as you can see, that's that beautiful plate mat that I've lifted and put on either side of the centerpiece on the table. As you can go around and look and see, you see the variations. You see that I've also chosen to use a different plate mat. And this one here, I got when I was Colonial Williamsburg some time back. And they're just beautiful pieces. But when I went back, they didn't have any more of these to show, to sell to anyone. It's one of those things that you either like it or you don't. And this is what I chose. These beautiful Asian house. Simply beautiful. And I will show you again. I use this plate. I use this plate for dessert. This plate I use for the salad and the bread. And this plate here I use as my dinner plate. So it all works together beautifully. Now, I want you to get a better view of, hold on for a second here, getting twisted. I'd like you to get a better view of how the two rooms blend very nicely together. Okay, so here we go. This is the beautiful centerpiece that I have in the dining room. Just a beautiful piece, as you can see, the beautiful arrangement of flowers. And by putting those plate mats, it helped to pull the room together. Whereas when you're sitting eating this fine meal that I'm sure you're going to have, it just worked out beautifully. It just does a beautiful job. And I just want you to really get a good look as to how I lift those beautiful centerpiece up so that you can see it. Over here is over here is the chair on this end that has the various colors that I talked about and I know you have seen. And over here, the wingback chair is the other one that I bought to go as a pair. And the one more thing that I'd like to show you is my curio cabinet. I like to have color, beautiful designs being displayed. Well, I decided I was going to use the Mackenzie Child plate mat. And this is what I've done. I've moved certain things on the side, and I wanted that color to come back and coincide beautifully. So when you walk into this room, you will say, oh, I see how it was tied together. It's also known as you balance. You have to balance an area beautifully done. And my grandfather clock. And I hope and pray that you have a very wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. And I'd like to also invite you to subscribe to my channel. So take care. I hope you've enjoyed this. The next rooms that I'm going to do is my kitchen, my family room area, and where my breakfast table is. You'll get a chance to see that once have done a complete change in that area. So again, thank you. Take care. Stay well.